All right, let's move. PK how you say that name? The NHL player PK Subban, PK Subban.
Subban.
Right. Great analyst. I like him. I like him. He was on a couple of shows, and this is a week old, so we're a little bit late with this, but I thought it was a good thing to talk about, man. Talking about the NBA All-Star game and trying to figure out, man, like what's the deal with it? What happened to it? What's the problem with it? And what PK said was some of the best analysis I heard on this whole take of the NBA All-Star game, man. And this is what he said, and I want to get Britne's thoughts as soon as he finished.
Well, listen, hockey is a different sport from the NBA. You can't compare the cultures because of the way the game is played. You can step on an NBA floor and go through the emotions. You can't do that in hockey. You can't. Like the culture of our sport, you have to play it with passion. You have to be willing to fight. You have to be willing to leave it on the ice. That's what fans are investing in. So for us, when we charge $1,500 for a ticket to come to fans know what they're getting. Cale Makar, the best defenseman in the world, wasn't in the lineup for this game. This was the most viewed game that we've had in years. And you see it, it's because it's not just based on the skill and talent. It's based on the pride, honor, playing for the guy next to you. I got a question for the NBA players. What the hell are you playing for? What are you playing for? It's not about the money. You make all the money. What, you're injured? Well, there's a difference between being hurt and injured. Are you hurt or are you injured? There's a difference. In hockey, we play hurt. We play injured. That is the culture of the sport. It's always been that way. So you want to talk about the business, the CBA, fans get all of that. But what do fans resonate with? They resonate with what's real. You got to fight sometimes for your country. You got to compete. You got to go out there and leave it on the ice because those people are paying the price of admission. So fans know whether our stars are on the ice or not, they're getting their money's worth. The NBA has that issue that they got to work on. You got to create a better culture for your players. It starts with the leaders. This issue, there was no issue when Jordan was around. There was no issue when Kobe was around. There's no issue when Sidney Crosby's around. There's no issue when Wayne Gretzky was around because those are true leaders. They lead by example. Sidney Crosby, Hockey Canada, those players, both Canada and U.S., it was the players that did that for the four nations. That's not the league. The league set it up, but the players went out there and decided and said, you know what, boys? We're all in. When is the NBA going to do that? Because, I haven't sat down and watched the NBA consistently since Kobe. Since Kobe has died, I have not sat down and watched the NBA consistently. I love basketball. Love the players. I think LeBron's great. I think KD's great. Steph Curry, love watching them. But you got to be on the court. You got to be there, and when you're there, you got to go all in. The fans got to feel that they're getting their money's worth. And right now, there's a big difference between what the NHL's doing with those events and what the NBA's doing. Four Nations works because the players are all in.
He said, we didn't have this problem with Gretzky as a leader. We didn't have this problem with Sidney Crosby as a leader, Michael Jordan as a leader, Kobe as a leader. We have this problem now. What's your thoughts on that, Britne? I want you to say something about it.
I think a lot of it, what he said is right. I think the biggest thing that really resonated with me was the passion behind it, the passion that the players play with. And I don't know too much about hockey, but I do watch the Flyers every so often. And when I watch the Flyers, they don't necessarily have this mega superstar, but how they play hard, as hard as the rules will allow, to the point where they actually allow these guys to fight. They get that so much competitive with one another because they want to win. The rest are like, duke it out, just don't fall. Whoever, that's when they break it up. I don't see that anymore. I don't see that passion, that fight from the NBA players, and I agree with them. I don't watch a full game anymore. I used to want to watch a basketball game from beginning to end. Now I cut it off. Or if I know a game is on, I'll cut it back on in the second half because I'm like, the first half, they're not even going to play anything. They're just going to give me bull crap, and then they may turn it up a little bit in the second half of the game. So I think it's a mentality thing, and they need to fix that. I don't know how you're going to fix that. I don't know which player is going to be the first to fix it. I thought Ant-Man maybe could have had something. but I think that's falling off real quick.
Real quick.
Because when he first came in, it felt like he had that it factor. And now I'm just like, nah, he probably doesn't have that it factor anymore. So I think for me, it's that passion. You know, when AI used to play, I always bring up AI because he's just, first of all, he's behind me, but whatever. He had that passion. He practiced. I know you said we talking about practice. He did practice, but he could have did a little bit better. That's why his body declined so quickly. But on a court, you didn't have no questions. Both ends of the basketball court. Kobe, we didn't have any questions, any doubts, anything like that. These players today, it's just like an entitlement issue. Like we're entitled. This belongs to me, even though I haven't even earned it yet. And to me, that's one of the biggest problems. So
yeah. And to your Ant-Man comment, he went to the Olympics and was with his favorite player. He said KD is his favorite player. He was with him every day. And I'm starting to think that Kevin Durant is the Erykah Badu of the NBA.
Wow.
Man, Kyrie got over there with Kevin Durant, lost his mind. Ant-Man done lost his mind. Booker done lost his mind. What the heck is Kevin Durant doing? Is the weed that good? I know he's a stoner.
Yeah, he definitely is.
What's rubbing off on these superstar players that all of a sudden? I don't know. I digress, man.
Yeah, because that's slippery slope. Pause.
Wow.
Slippery.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Also, Cavs just took the lead.
Oh, did they?
101.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, these Celtics got lazy.
They're a serious team, boy. They're a serious team. We're gonna talk about them on the next segment, though. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What I wanted to comment on this was one. I always say something, and that's two things can be true. And I like what PK Subban here said a whole lot. I love his mentality. I love what he was trying to say in terms of what the NBA needs to get back to, you know, the level of popularity and the level of quality in the game that we used to have that we currently don't. Right? Okay, got it. But at the same time, he was a bit disingenuous with his arguments. Right? One, it's not apples. They're both professional sports in North America, but it's not apples to apples. It's like apples to oranges, right? You got two different cultures, so you can't expect basketball players, especially the average basketball player, makes $10.8 million a year. The average hockey player makes about $3.5 million a year. That's a big difference monetarily, right? That will change a lot of people's attitudes in terms of how physical they're willing to get, how hard they're willing to compete, right? Secondly, he mentions the Four Nations, which was the little mini tournament that they had at the All-Star game in hockey in the NHL this year. And that was cool. But part of the reason guys were playing so hard for that he's leaving out is the patriotism piece, right? When you get countries literally playing against each other, it's a mini Olympics, right? And so when you get the pride in country coming into it, guys are going to play harder, right? Remember, for a couple of years now, Giannis has been saying, hey, let's get international versus U.S. at the All-Star game, right? But the league doesn't want to do that because they know that if the U.S. loses, it's going to be a bad look, right? But at the same time, we know that the U.S. is not going to roll over in a situation like that, right? So when you inject patriotism into the thing, now you're going to have an added level of intensity, right? So that's another reason you can't directly compare what the NHL did this year with the Four Nations versus what the NBA tried to do in their All-Star game. And finally, I totally agree with Britne, what she said, and as well as what PK said about guys are willing to fight in hockey. But we're forgetting a big part of this, right? The NBA is primarily based in America. They have one team in Canada, but primarily based in the United States. And what's, unfortunately, I hate this part of it, but race is always a huge component of everything in the United States. Some things less, but you have a league that's, 70% black, 75% black in the NBA? Think about what's going to happen if they allowed fighting in a majority black league versus fighting in a majority white league. That's going to be looked at. And listen, I'm not the guy that does the race piece, but that's going to be looked at very, very different. Would you all agree?
It has been looked at different.
It would.
Exactly.
How many times have we had a conversation with
thugs and this, that, and the third?
We've seen it on the sidelines. If one quarterback A, who happened to be white, says he throws his iPad down on the ground, man, he's showing passion. If Odell Beckham does it, then man, does he know how to
control himself? Yeah.
So it'll look different. You're right. Good point, bro.
Now, I was gonna say, no, you made a very good point, but I think I don't. Yes, hockey's fight, but I think it's more about the passion and the competition, the competitive nature of the players that we just don't see anymore. So it's I don't know if you guys watched the clips on YouTube when the players are playing in the summer leagues and all that, and it's like they're going all out. They go at it, and you're not getting paid for that. You're not getting paid for that. So what's the difference? Why are you not bringing that to the NBA court in front of everybody? I understand you're getting paid millions of dollars regardless. So fans and whoever else just want to see that same passion that you show in a meaningless summer league game or whatever these games are called on the court. There's no reason why what you're displaying on the NBA court. That to me, that is backwards. Like you should be seeing that in the summer, but you give your all on the basketball court. It's not the physical fight. I'm gonna punch you in your face. That's the point of it. It's the competitive nature, the passion,
no doubt.
That we just don't see.
But I agree with you 100%. I was just saying that while I agree with a lot of what PK said, because I actually did a segment on this on my show as well. I agree with the bulk of what he said. There's other things that he may not be looking at in, making his commentary.
Definitely.
I think another problem with the whole thing is the NBA is trying to appeal to people who don't like hoop. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like every other sports league is like, look, this is our product. You like it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like baseball, don't watch it. If you don't like soccer, don't watch it. You don't like hockey, don't watch it. So I think if the NBA went back to just putting unadulterated hoop, the people who like hoop would be entertained by it. You don't have to make it an entertainment league.
You have to make it, WWE.
Right.
That's a daggone good point too.
I think for me, like, I'm not saying I was a WNBA player, but I played at a decent level. So I took pride in making sure nobody got past me on a defense. That was probably the best part of my game. I was a point guard. I took pride. There was no way I would look you dead smack in your eye and I would tell you, you're not getting past me. You're not going to score on me. I'd be darned if I let that happen. I just don't see that today. And it's
hold on, Britne. No, man. You wasn't on that. You wasn't on that court with your hands out talking about. I be darned. That ain't what
she didn't say darn.
We know you didn't say that.
Ain't nobody that can't curse stopping me from getting to the rim. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you can't curse, I'm dunking.
I'm not. No, I'm trying to grow in my life. I'm taking the right route nowadays.
You're not getting to this darn
hoop. Not saying anything else is the wrong route, but I do my best not to curse when I don't have to.
That's good. I be
Britne.
And my mama might be watching, so
that's why I just said, "Hey, Mama Britne."
Right.
Oh man.
We got anything? We gonna take calls on? Or are we gonna take calls?
Hell no.
More the rest of the tonight?
No, we can take calls. we might take calls on the last topic if we might.
Yeah. Public service announcement. Listen, if it is not Sunday, I mean, what's today's date? The February 27, 2025.
28.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Mama. If it's not today, man, don't call
your mama's birthday today?
Yeah. Well, we celebrating it today.
Okay, my daddy's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Miss Frida, and happy birthday, Skinny Wall. So, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, my mama's birthday on the 29th, but she don't get one every year.
Oh,
I got a cousin.
Okay.
But yeah, the public service announcement is people who watching the replay. Man, don't call me tomorrow wanting to talk about the face of the league. You get the face of Jay.
Okay, it's done started. The Britney Fest has started.
There we go.
Why did it take so long, man?
I know.
Right.
Let me see if let me go through these comments and see if is even females giving me roses.
You're not getting no roses, man.
Nah, we
I ain't trying to hate, but I don't think that's happening, man.
Ladies,
that's generally how it goes.
Now's your time to shine. Get those roses to the mail real quick. Get those rose emoji, ladies.
Send those roses. Who getting the super chats tonight? Is it Zoe? Britney got it last time. Zoe, you getting the super chats tonight?
Yeah. What you want me to say? Nah.
Hey, hold on. I think it should go to somebody who had their whole government exposed.
This man, no, that's not. We're gonna talk about that as soon as this show is over, because that was crazy. That was insane. We're gonna talk about that once the show is over, because that I can't believe. All right, we done with PK Subban. That's how you say his name.
Yeah,
right?
I think
he was a hell of a hockey player, from what I understand.
Yeah, I think he's a multiple
and somebody said he used to date Kate Beckinsale too. So
I had to look that up. I said, okay, all right.
Is that
accurate? Is that accurate? He did.
That's what they say.
Who is Kate Beckinsale? Is that Tomb Raider? Not Tomb Raider, but not Tomb Raider. What's the other one? The Umbrella. Who?
Underworld.
Oh, that's what she is. Underworld.
Mary Poppins.
Underworld, right?
What's the other one I'm thinking about with the dead people? Zombies. Resident Evil. Who Resident Evil?
Oh, that's not her. Oh, that was my show too, or my movies. I don't remember.
That's the same girl that was in.
No, that's Tomb Raider.
That's the girl that was in the Chris Tucker movie with Chris Tucker and Bruce Willis. What was that one? Fifth Element. Is that Tomb Raider? Not Tomb Raider, but
nobody's seen Fifth Element but you.
Wow, I seen Fifth Element.
That used to be one of my favorites.
That was a weird movie. I never
weird
really,
for sure.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, he said it was Mika
Jovovich.
He said it was who man?
Yeah, I tried to save him. I tried to jump there. I tried to jump out there. I wasn't going to make him. I wasn't going to make my dog say that on this public broadcast like that.
Yo, wow, man.
Yeah, I don't be knowing these names. I think they all the same people. I thought Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, Fifth Element,
calling her Tomb
and
Raider.
What was the other one? What I say?
You keep calling this person Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Laura Croft?
Laura Croft?
Well, what's Laura Croft? Because the first one was
Jolie played.
Angelina Jolie. And then there was a new one.
Man, that girl name is not.
Did she say Angelina Jolie?
Yeah,
Jolene,
that's whatever. Dolly Parton's song. Don't take my man Jolene.
And Beyonce remade it.
Yeah, Beyonce
sure did. That's
Beyonce
right.
Man, Jolene does not want Jay-Z, man. I'm sorry.
Jolene definitely don't want Hov.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck with Hov, but he can take you out of your hell.
Say bye to Reebok.
Say bye to Chanel. Say hi to Chanel.
Say hi to Gucci. Prada as well.
Prada as well.
You got a question from Gio. Says, you like the same movies as his wife. Are you an Aquarius?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Why the hell would she be a fish?
I'm just reading the question, man. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
Hold on. Oh, he's talking about the sign. I thought he was talking about is she in a freaking aquarium?
What?
What?
Oh my God.
Zoe and Britney are both Capricorns.
Because they always cap.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
There ain't no cap over here, mister.
Ain't no cap.
There's a lot of cap in your rap, man.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Real rap.
There's some corn in that darn. It might not be no cap.
Yeah, it's some cap in that darn. It's definitely some cap in that darn. She ain't told nobody on no basketball court. I'd be darned if you get past me.
Yeah, that's probably not what was said.
That's probably not what was said.
Hey, if I'm coaching and my players say that, they going to the bench.
Yeah, come on out. You're not ready.
They go get number 12.
You're not ready.
I was one of the best players.
I am sipping on This is high quality H2O.
There you go. Drink alkaline water, Mel?
I do drink alkaline water.
Yeah, we hooked on that over here now, man. Yeah, you can't.
9.5 pH. Alkaline water. Yeah.
I think this is 9.
Yeah.
Oh, because I got a big bottle of alkaline water right here. I'm drinking it right now.
Since you said high quality, that's high quality.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's high quality. Yeah.
And I boil it before I drink it as well. And then I pour it back in the bottle.
Do you?
I do.
So you probably boil out the alkaline.
Hey, Bruce.
I just continue to drink my low quality water.
Bruce, don't go down that path with that man. That man is not boiling water and putting it back in the damn bottle.
That man ain't opening the bottle, pouring it in a pot, boiling it.
I don't know what people do, man. I don't know, man. I know my son will not drink water from the tap. I know that.
Mel is the definition of cap, not me.
He Mel capping now.
Bruce is like, wow, that's an interesting process.
You a different type.
Listen, I wasn't going to do it.
Jeez.
I don't know about Georgia's but this Florida hard water, man, it's not.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not good.
whoa! I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah,
so you bathing in hard water?
Yes, I bathe in hard water. I don't drink it though.
Lord of mercy. Heavens no. Heavens no, Jay.
Heavens no.
Heavens no. We reached that part of the show. We here.
We still got 2 topics left.
I know.
We can get both of them. We can get both of them. Y'all better choose me this day.
Yeah, one in the possible.
Both of them. Both of them.
With Shasha, BOAF, both.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get to